Hi YouTube, this is just a video about, basically, I'm doing a liver cleanse and it's the third one I've done and I've seen results the first 2 times and I just thought I'd basically share the third one and give you the updates on how I think it's gone. So basically now it's like the time when I drink the juice and the oil and then you're meant to go to sleep and then have 2 more glasses of this Epsom salt water in the morning. It's a bit grim. And then you're meant to just pass out stones, and I have done that on the first go. On the second I didn't get any, but it's weird because I actually didn't expect to get so many and I got loads on the first go. And there has been some contrasting studies done where the bile stones were said to have melted into olive oil, but that just isn't the case because they sort of do stay quite firm even at room temperature. And this study, which basically debunks it, wasn't really given fully accurate information, in my opinion. So here, behold my grapefruit juice, and it's got lime as well. So you can do oranges, but I find the more acidic fruits cleanse the body a bit better when you do it. It does look like a crime scene. I've just squirted grapefruit everywhere. But yeah, that is the juice. I've done quite a lot. You're meant to do about 200 mils, I've done about 250. And then yeah, just this could be organic to be fair, but just extra virgin olive oil, and it's also low acidity, which is just a bit more, it's a bit more in line with the Dr. Sebi sort of way of low acidity, higher alkalinity. So yeah, you want to put 150 mils into there, and then gulp that down. Now you just shake it up. Give it a good old shake for I'd say a good minute, and it'll start just turning really emulsified. And then when it's emulsified, you've got to just drink it straight away. And you've just got to be lying down by the side of your bed, and then with a straw, because it's quite acidic, and I'll just drink that, and then just lie down, knees to your chest, and that is it. From my first 2 experiences, the first time I did it, it's always the hardest time and the weirdest time because you're not familiar with how it feels, the best way to do it all. So the first time I drank apple juice, which I've since not done because I just think drinking all the sugar is probably just not the best. So the next time I've done a kidney and liver cleanse tea, and instead of taking the apple juice I put malic acid in the liver cleanse tea and mix it in with a bit of water and drank that, and it opens up your stones in the same way, expands them out. So yeah, the first time I did it was probably, I felt the sickest, and it's a good sign if you feel sick because it shows that there's a lot of toxins coming out. So the first time I felt sick, felt ill, and I barely slept, and the next day I just didn't feel very good. But I did pass, to my surprise, a good 100+ stones, and it's just not olive oil, these stones. I did keep one and just in a tissue just to see what it was like. It did sort of stay similar squidginess, but yeah, it's just, you gotta see it I think if you're gonna do it. But yeah, the second time passed less stones. I was a lot more better because I'd got used to it, and I'd had a 2-month gap in between, or a month and a half gap, and it was less than I expected, so it was probably a sign that I was quite clean. And then yeah, this time I hardly passed any stones and a 2-month gap, so that's my green light that I'm pretty good to go and I don't need to do it again for a good year or 2, especially if you're eating clean. So yeah, I think it's been a positive experience. I followed the Moritz cleanse, Andreas Moritz. I've got the Timeless Secrets of Health and Rejuvenation book, which is just a great book, just laying down a few truths about health, loads of stuff, 400+ pages. So if you're interested, that's a good book to get. You don't need to get the actual liver cleanse book. That book, the big book, it covers a lot more. It's the same price and it still has liver cleanse in there. So yeah, following on from that night when I drank the grapefruit juice and the olive oil, it just again felt like I was ill all night. and I didn't really sleep that well. But like the next morning I did feel good, and it's like usually the thing where if you're on a fast, like after you've been to sleep for the first time, like the next day you actually feel like pretty good. And I did. I felt like just like you need to like flush everything out the next day as well, and I did that alright. Nothing came out as well. The past 2 times some stones have come out. This time a few weird like yellow things came out, which could have been old liver stones from like last time. Didn't see anything else. Once you've got to a point where no more stones are coming out, it's probably best to stop, because it is quite hard on your body anyway. But I have noticed benefits. I think energy levels seem to be one of the best things that have changed. Also, like, if you're prone to getting ill, then it's a really good idea to maybe do it. I used to get ill lots, and since taking up a few different changes in my life, I've not been ill for a year plus. Like, even like just small colds, I just haven't got anything. So like, that's one of the reasons I decided to start sharing stuff, because I used to be like illness prone. Like, a few things like this liver cleanse has really helped me there. Distilled water, which I'll talk about in another video because I do think it's quite important. And then just sort of removing the worst of the foods from your diet that you don't think are actually doing you much harm. But yeah, I think one of the other reasons I did the liver cleanse was I am at uni, and like, just alcohol was like the de facto first year sort of thing that I used to do, and like I've sort of stopped it now. But if you've ever really been a binge drinker, it's probably a good idea. And also, like, sort of like if stones form from like it's cholesterol, then it's also a good idea. If you're eating a lot of fats, a lot of unhealthy food, and afterwards you just don't feel as clogged up, which is sort of a cliche or whatever, because you actually are clogged up with stains. So I can recommend it, and I think next up I'm going to do the kidney cleanse, using the kidney cleanse tea. So I've done the liver cleanse, I've done colon cleanse as well, and that's probably the most, like, do that first, clean out your bowels, so when the liver stones come out, you can actually flush them out successfully.